Javers with the latest. They're live tonight in Tampa with voting underway in Florida's primary. Let's take a look at what's happening in some of the districts. For that, we bring in Congressman Mario Diaz-Balart, Congressman Tom Rooney, both of whom are throwing their support behind Romney. Good to have you on the program. Thanks so much for joining us. Congressman Diaz-Balart, why do you think Governor Romney is the clear choice to defeat President Obama come November?
Two issues. I think borrowing from Bill Clinton, it's the economy, stupid. Who's the person who can get the jobs going, who can get the economy going? You know, we need a turnaround artist, and that's what he has always been, whether it's the Olympics or whether it's in the private sector. Number one. And number two is, again, that I'm convinced that he's the most electable, that he can get the independents, that he can win in November so that we can get rid of this failed presidency of President Obama that has clearly, even though he inherited a tough situation, has made it worse, and replace it with a president that will actually create jobs and bring the United States back to the prominence where it deserves to be.
So, Congressman Rooney, what are you watching? What do you think are the key factors to watch in the primary tonight in Florida?
Well, like one of your previous speakers was saying, Florida, if you remember back in the last election, McCain and Huckabee were kind of battling it out. Once McCain won Florida, it was basically over. So it's very, very important that Romney wins Florida. And one of the things, you know, the surrogates for Romney were worried about after South Carolina is, you know, we've really got to attack back when we're attacked and leave everything in the locker room and go out and do everything that we need to do to make sure that Florida is victorious, and looks like that's going to happen. You
know, I know that you're both supporting Mitt Romney, but why do you think it's been so hard for him to actually gain traction, even in many cases in his own party?
Well, I think, you know, it's pretty evident. Since he's been kind of the front runner from day one, he's been also the bullseye of all the targets, not only from, by the way, the other Republicans, but also from the White House, which leads me to believe, you know, the White House has been so insistent on attacking Governor Romney every step of the way, even doing ads and everything else already, that they are clearly concerned about running against Governor Romney. They don't mind as much running against the other candidates. They do not want to run against Governor Romney. So when you're the subject of those attacks from day one, hey, it's going to have an impact. But what we're seeing is he still is coming out on top, and I think we're going to hopefully see that in Florida tonight.
What do you think, Congressman Rooney?
I'll just add to that. You know, when Mitt called me about 6 months ago, when he first was getting ready to run, or I should say before that, it was no question in my mind when I thought about the economy and I thought about how we need somebody who's the best qualified person to turn the economy in this country around and get jobs back, keep us safe. I'm on the Armed Services Committee. I didn't hesitate at all. And so when people started attacking him and attacking the fact that he was the establishment when he's the only guy that's not from Washington, all these other guys are Washington insiders, I just thought it was kind of ridiculous. So I'm really happy that we're going to be victorious tonight.
Let me ask you this, Congressman Diaz-Balart. Even though you and Romney disagree on illegal immigration, you think Hispanic voters in your state will look past his opposition on the issue?
I think you can see a very strong Hispanic vote for Governor Romney tonight, and I'll tell you why. As concerned as all Americans are about the economy, and they are, that's issue number one, the Hispanics, frankly, have had a rougher time. Unemployment is higher among Hispanics. It's almost 14% in the state of Florida among Hispanics. I think it's 13.6% in Florida. So that is the issue, and they're as concerned about education as anybody else. The Hispanics are concerned about national security as everybody else. But the economy, this bad economy, this Obamanomics, have hit Hispanics more than anybody else, harder than anybody else. And they're looking for the person who can turn this boat around, start creating jobs, making sure that it becomes a prosperous nation again. And the name that continues to surface every single day is Mitt Romney.
All right, we'll leave it there. Gentlemen, thank you very much for your time. We'll be watching the results tonight, of course, with great interest, and we'll see you soon. Thanks very much,
Thank you.
Congressman. We appreciate it. Up next, Florida's housing market.